The command said that intelligence information at its disposal revealed that certain criminal elements are planning to infiltrate and hijack the proposed rally, using it as a platform to cause disruptions, incite violence, and disturb the prevailing public peace in the state. In a statement by its public relations officer DSP Mansar Hassan, the command said that all forms of political rallies and public gatherings of a political nature remain suspended across the state until the official commencement date of political activities as stipulated by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. And away from Nigeria, a declaration was signed today between representatives of the Democratic Republic of Congo and M23 rebels in Doha. Representatives from both sides have agreed to sign the declaration in Doha weeks after talks in Washington. The decade-long conflict has roots in the 1994 Rwanda genocide, with M23 made up primarily of ethnic Sunya fighters. The fighting has killed thousands and displaced hundreds of thousands more this year, while escalating the risk of a full-blown regional war. According to report, the signing will help bring peace in the region after decades of fighting, bloodshedding, and violence. And in Cuba, the country has scrapped the maximum age limit of 60 for its presidential candidate as part of a constitutional reform approved yesterday by Parliament. The measure, approved by the Council of State, imposed no age limit on people. National Assembly President Esteban Lazo said that the full exercise of their physical and mental faculties with loyalty and revolutionary trajectory, there will be no restriction for anyone willing to contest for the presidential seat. Former President Raul Castro, who at age 94 still holds a seat in the assembly, was the first to vote for the reform that will be on the books for the 2028 presidential elections. You're still listening to Global Box on Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Coming up next, Israel and Syria sign a ceasefire. Do join us again.
It is another refreshing time and the outpouring power of God as Christ Apostolic Church, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, Adamimogo, Jesus City, presents Sure Mercy of David, a yearly fasting and prayer program where God is set to heal the sick, deliver the poor, set the captives free, and save the lost. Sure Mercy of David comes up in the month of August, every Friday to Sunday, each week in the month of August 2025, as God will be using his anointed servant, Prophet Sam Olualo Baba Adamimogo, and many other great anointed men of God. Many spiritual singers will be ministering in song as well. Venue CAC, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, Adamimogo, Jesus City, Elamija Village, Lekki Epe Expressway, Lagos State. For one-on-one counseling with Prophet Sam Olualo, register at JesusCityRadio.com. Sure Mercy of David. Don't miss it.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us again. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook via Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Ido Ekiti. For happenings around you or news and queries, please contact our newsroom on 0915 786 8095. Now to the rest of the news. The United States has withdrawn from reforms introduced by the World Health Organization, WHO, last year to enhance the global response to pandemics, part of a broader push by Washington against international regulations. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Secretary of Health, Human Service Robert F. Kennedy announced the move in a joint statement, saying that it aims to prevent international bureaucrats from shaping U.S. Domestic policies. Report says amendments to global health regulations risk interfering in U.S. sovereignty rights to make health policy. The legally binding amendment expanded the regulations to improve the international response to a future pandemic. And the U.S. ambassador to Turkey, Tom Barak, has said that Israel and Syria had agreed to a ceasefire supported by Turkey, Jordan, and other countries bordering the two countries. In a post on X, he called on Druze, Bendions, and Sonus to put down their weapons and, together with other minorities, build a new united Syrian identity. According to reports, several hundred people have been killed this week in the south of Syria in violence involving local fighters and government authorities and Budium tribes. The ceasefire announcement came after the U.S. worked to put an end to the conflict, with Secretary of State Rubio saying that steps had been agreed to end the situation, which was described as troubling and horrifying. And finally, on sports this afternoon, Arsenal have signed England winger Noni Madueke from Chelsea on a long-term deal. The North London club announced the deal between the London rivals is reported to be worth £48 million, with a further £4 million in addition, with the player signing a 5-year contract. The 23-year-old, who joined Chelsea from Dutch side PSV in January 2023 and made 92 appearances in all competitions, scoring 20 goals and providing 9 assists. According to the winger, he had been relaxed waiting for the green light, and it all felt real. He feels really happy and really proud, and knowing it is great to go back home. And with that sports story, we end this edition of Global Box on Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Just before we go, the highlight again. We told you that here in Nigeria, the Kaduna State Police Commander stopped a planned rally by supporters of the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi in the state. We also brought it to you that Cuban had scrapped the maximum age limit of 60 for its presidential candidate as part of a constitutional reform approved yesterday by Parliament. And finally, we reported that U.S. Ambassador to Turkey, Tom Barak, has said that Israel and Syria had agreed to a ceasefire supported by Turkey, Jordan, and other countries bordering the two nations. And that's Global Box this afternoon on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Ido-Ekiti. On behalf of the production crew, I am Oladoyin Ayegbusi. Many thanks for listening. Good afternoon.
Stay informed, stay empowered.